Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you may be in the world. My name is Menere Messi, your lyrical Mapo Amatamaga, and this is episode number 3 of Hate Me or Date Me HD. Before we get to today's topic, I just want to say to you, I hope you are having a time of your life from wherever you are, your chosen faculty, in your family, among your friends, any space you find yourself in this day, this month, this year. I really hope you are having a time of your life. If you aren't having a time of your life, trust me, things get better with time. Look for personal organization, look for self-discipline, look for motivation from other people, look for mentorship, and things will get better. Today's topic, consider yourself a dead man. A dead man. What does a dead man know to do? A dead man can't do anything. Can a dead man steal? Can a dead man lie? Can a dead man covet his neighbor's wife? Can a dead man kill anyone? Can a dead man speak ill of anybody? No. A dead man is a dead man. Now, if you would consider yourself a dead man, consider yourself this type of dead man. A dead man who is not yet buried. A dead man who is able to look over his grave, to look over his coffin, to look at his own motionless body. A dead man who can put a hand with his own spirit, who can put a hand on his own anatomy and feel no breath, feel no blood flow, and feel absolutely no motion. Lifeless. You are a dead man that is able to quickly reflect. Play your whole life's video. Before today, as you and I are speaking, and see all the regrets. Today, going forward, and see all the potential regrets based on history, based on current habits, and current psychology. You're able to analyze and see from that day when I was a boy, when I started making those mistakes, to today and going forward, this and that is likely to repeat itself. Now you are a dead man years from now who is able to look at the entire picture now. All the mistakes. Mistakes you could have avoided, mistakes you couldn't have avoided. Mistakes that influenced one another. You made this mistake and this mistake led to this mistake. So if you avoided this mistake, you could have avoided all the mistakes. All these regrets that have shaped your life, that have led to this congregation that is gathered around you today, to have these opinions that they have, to have this pain that they have about you, or to have this joy that they have about you. A dead man. It isn't about what your friends will remember about you. It's not about what your spouse, your colleagues will remember about you. It's about you. If you had one more chance to live, one more chance to live. It's only one lifetime we ever have. Only one lifetime we ever have. But if you had another opportunity to live, how would you go about remedying the mistakes that you made, avoiding the mistakes that you made, and wiping out all these regrets? Some mistakes are life's lessons that lead to greater conquests or greater discoveries in the journey of life. So what are those particular mistakes that you would avoid? What are those particular regrets that you dread, you wish you wipe them out. If you had another opportunity to live again, you would ensure that they're not a part of your life's history. A dead man, lifeless, breathless. They're about to leave you in this house, a house called a tomb. They're about to leave you in this grave today. Friends, family, enemies, foes. They're about to say goodbye to you. If they were to come back and bury you again, if they were to come back and have another opportunity to say farewell to you, second death, what would you like to see? What movie would you like to play them? Now, you are back and you are able to live a new life. On your right hand, it's mistakes you shouldn't repeat. You should avoid. On your left hand, it's mistakes you have no problem repeating because they added value to your future discoveries. It's a balancing act. Now, awake, dead man. Come back. Come back to your today. You're a man that never died. You're a man that is very well alive. You're a man that is full of life. You're a man that has habits. You're a man that has appetites. You're a man that has tendencies. You're a man that has your own life's approach, cemented or otherwise. How would you like to document this journey? How would you like to framework this future towards your death? You've had this fake death that you just looked at right now. This unreal death. Now you working now with each and every breath, each and every sunrise. You are working towards your real death. A death from which you will never come back. You're not an immortal man. You're immortal. Do you care if your life will not have these regrets or will have these regrets? Inside each and every one of us, there's a voice of reason. So you do care. Because with each and every breath, each and every act, you make a difference. You make a difference to the dynasty before, to the current generation, and to the next generation. You make a difference to the cause of humanity. How would you like to be remembered as a noble man? How would you like to be remembered, if not a noble man, but as a good man? How would you remember? How would you like to look at your own coffin, your own lifeless anatomy in the end of this life and say, I fought a good battle. I was a man, I'm a man. And some may look at you and say, he was a saint. To me, he was a saint. Because of the difference you made in their lives. Because of the kindness you showed to them while you were here. Life without regrets. Life with no catastrophic regrets. Life with no painful regrets. Now, we have these two pictures. An artificial death that we looked at, and the death that shall be, And as the Chinese say, we will cross the big river one day and change worlds. They say we change worlds. They don't say we die, they say we change worlds. We will change worlds. When you change worlds, my friend, imagine that you're going to meet one man. The one man that you, if you would live this life, you would wish that's the only person you could ever meet. Imagine that man was your own father. And imagine that man comes to the dinner table with your mother and siblings and all your cousins. Now imagine you saw that man earlier on in the morning, and today the entire life that you've lived was just but one day. You had your morning, you had your day, you had your afternoon, you had now it's evening, the night is coming, your judgment. And this man, your father, sitting with your mother and your siblings and your cousins, asks but just one question. My daughter, my son, how was your day? So your entire life was one day. Your entire life was one day. Your one death was the end of the day. Your birth was the beginning of the same day. Now the one man you respect above all men is asking you, my girl, my boy, how was your day? If you would have another day, now say this is the artificial life or the artificial death that we looked at before. The whole day up to where he's asking you. Now there's an opportunity for redemption, an opportunity to live again as you are now alive. And this man, everybody, yourself has faith in you and your potential. And you have an opportunity to remedy all the flaws, all the mistakes, all the errors that you made. How would you go about it? And that's the moral of this story. We have one great ability as human beings. And that ability is called foresight. Foresight. So easily, if the topic today was not consider yourself a dead man, it would be foresight. What do you see ahead? How do you see men? How do you see the kingdoms around you? How do you see the forces around you? How are you going to survive? How are you going to respond when they bring heavy artillery against you, forcing you to crumble, forcing you to denounce the goodness, the mercy of that old man that gave you instructions of life? How are you going to respond when you have an opportunity to avoid all these regrets, to crush all these regrets, an opportunity to succumb? Thank you so much. Menir Merimesi, your lyrical mapo amatamaga. See you in episode number 4 of the Hate Me or Date Me HD series.